You did really good at that.
Thank you.
First take.
I've got the cadences like down now.
Yeah.
Besides, I say as I'm going to fuck up the next time we do it.
Yeah, but you didn't fuck it up this time.
I didn't fuck up this time, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
How are you?
Right. Well, this is the second episode in a row we've delayed due to illness.
Yeah, that's true.
So, which doesn't affect the listeners, but it affects us.
It affects you. We have to edit it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I edited Rugrats like the night before. We recorded it the day before, so it's all right.
We'll keep it brisk, so it isn't too long of an episode. This is going to be our longest episode.
We're gonna go. I have a lot of notes.
Are you?
There's a lot of production details about New Girl, surprisingly.
Enough. Did you go into the article I sent you?
No, I didn't. Well, no, I read it, but I didn't write it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I know about the quote. The
Lena Dunham quote.
Lena Dunham quote, yeah.
It all ties back to either Lena Dunham or
Sex and the City.
And Sex and the City.
Yeah, it's true. But no, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Till I watch this. Just kidding. Or am I?
I don't know. It's hard to read your vibe with this sort of thing.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it.
Yeah. Well, Zoe Deschanel is my mum.
You are very Zoe Deschanel coded. Well,
also, she's literally the exact same age as my mum.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I know. I was just wondering, like, oh, wow. She's...
She could have been your mum.
She could have been my mum. I was just thinking, like, wow, she's so millennial. And I'm just like, oh, I wonder what... Because my mum's a millennial. Yeah. Like a late millennial.
Yeah,
so is Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah. It's really interesting when you compare, like, ages of people. It's just like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's so strange. It just feels like a lot more recent than it is. It doesn't... I mean, it does feel like... Obviously, much like girls, it contains a lot of, like, characteristics of millennial...
Yeah.
Like, media.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But when you consider it's actually, like, a decade... Yeah. Over a decade old.
Yeah.
So basically ancient in the pop culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're more like excavators, historians, preservators.
Yeah, which are this millennial media.
Yeah.
Well, we're youths.
Yeah.
Full of youthful energy.
We're dying inside.
Yeah. It's fine, the sun came out today.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. My grandparents were out and they came back and they were just like, wow, it's beautiful out. Meanwhile, I was just working. I was just like, oh, great.
Yeah, fantastic.
I know a friend as well, just like, oh, what a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. Our friend was like, I'm going to go out because it's so sunny.
To be fair,
I don't know why we're being vague posting him.
Yeah. Our friend Garrett, who we also share a podcast with.
Yeah.
To be fair, he went to a cinema.
Yeah, but like he walked there.
Yeah.
Saying that, though, to give you a look into my state of mind currently. This is not a good thing. It was like sunny. I was in the classroom. It was quiet. It was lunchtime, and I was doing some writing. I was like, this is nice. And then the student teacher came in, and she was like, oh, it's like 16 degrees out in the sun. And my genuinely thought of like in February, fucking global warming. It was like, fuck me, I can't enjoy anything. But it was nice.
It's literally been like the first day.
We have not seen the sun.
Yeah, there's been like news. I've seen the news articles going around being like, there's literally not
been a single day without rain.
We are literally living the Blade Runner lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we're not even taking like vitamin D, like not sensible people. We're raw dogging depression.
Every year I keep telling myself I'm going to start taking vitamin D. I need to next year. Yeah. I cannot do this again. But it was nice. It was nice. I went for a swim after school. And our local swimming pool where it's got like the high up windows and stuff. So like the sun was coming in and rippling on the water and stuff. Oh, it was quite quiet, so it was really nice. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I can't remember how we got here specifically.
I asked you how you were.
There we go then. That makes sense.
Do you have any connection to New Girl? Have you ever seen anything from this?
I have seen clips. One specific clip I do quite like.
Which clip?
I found out now it's from series 7, not from this specific episode. It's now who I now know is Schmidt.
Okay.
In series 7, who looks. I mean, I guess it's like in the future of where the episode we watched, so looks like considerably older and stuff. And he goes into a classroom, and I don't know, based on how much of the script I know about like the script writing process and improvisation in the show, I don't know if this was scripted this way, but he goes into like a classroom, he's looking for like some of the other characters, and he asks like this 4-year-old black girl who is like, and he's just like, have you seen this person? And she's like, a white man broke in today. And he just goes, a white man? No. What did they do about it? Nothing. Typical. That's all I've seen. But I like that clip.
That's cool.
So yeah, I don't know anything about this though. I know that now that it was in not Big Bang Theory.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, a show I have seen. And it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watch it like the perfect time to just be like, I'll consume this mindlessly.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine specifically?
Yeah, I have no strong opinions about it.
Okay. That's sort of bridged over to this.
Yeah.
Except maybe... No, I just want to go into it now. What do you think of this?
It took me a little bit to get on board, but by the end, I quite enjoyed it. And then on a rewatch, I enjoyed it a little bit more because I knew more of what I was getting into.
Okay. For this type of comedy.
Yeah.
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 I was so 50-50 watching this the entire time.
Yeah.
I usually kind of like this sort of like... Because like you're alluding to, I'm guessing it's like quite a lot of improvisation into it. And I really felt whenever a joke, they felt like they just sort of spliced in between.
Yeah.
Because like half the time, I did find the show like quite funny. And then the other half, the jokes just landed so flat for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the plotting itself isn't like that... It's that interesting in this one. So it does really like hinder on the jokes on this one. And so... I hate saying this, but some of them did make me kind of cringe a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard because it is cringe comedy, but it does have to balance, doesn't it?
I think it's quirky comedy. I don't think it's cringe. I think these are two separate things. I think there is cringe comedy where the cringe is on the character itself. And there are points where Jess does something weird and the character is like cringe. But it's so hard to explain the difference because they, in a way, they are similar, but I just think they're executed so differently.
Yeah. You don't think it's necessarily purposefully trying to make the audience cringe.
Yeah.
Like in It's Always Sunny would.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're meant to be like, oh, like...
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a lot of these jokes didn't work for me. Yeah. I know this isn't the best episode. Looking at that show the charts out, like all the episodes, it looks like there's some genuinely really big highlights of it. So I am curious about that.
Yeah, because from what I gather, this is the kind of show where everyone just kind of hinders on the characters, which is fair. I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Jess. I think all the guys, I have mixed opinions on them, but like all generally like fairly like I'd watch a show of this.
All these typically attractive millennials living in a house.
Yeah.
How are they not gonna fuck?
But yeah, I'm sure they will. But yeah, like I found it interesting that seems like quite common maybe for sitcoms because it was a similar for Two Broke Girls about the TV ratings kind of generally being around a 7 anyway.
Yeah.
But then they're like, there's an episode that fully gets like up to a 9.
Yeah, so I'm sure it reaches, like, I'm sure when they get into this stride, I can see this, like, reaching, like, doing some really good stuff with the characters.
Yeah, it's just, they gotta go through the growing pains of introducing them.
Yeah, and getting the chemistry down, because I just didn't think it was super there on this one.
Yeah.
So, although I don't hate it by any means, there's, peaks and valleys a lot with this.
Weirdly, it's like even though I also felt quite middling, by the end I was like, this is the kind of show I could get into.
Really? I thought genuinely, because I know what you're like with public displays of affection. When they started singing in that restaurant, I was thinking in the rewatch I had to genuinely
I turned the volume down in the rewatch. But I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't watch It's Always Sunny and Peep Show through like gaps in my fingers at times.
I guess so. That's a strange thing because usually I think it's just because maybe I'm just so used to cynical cringe where it's like the character does something shitty and then that's looked down upon, whereas like
optimistic, hopeful cringe.
Maybe this says something about me where just like maybe I'm just a joyless creature where I can't see. So. Well, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get into it as we discuss. But it's more just like I was thinking like I could see, especially because I've started watching TV again, not just exclusively movies.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I have seen like 6 episodes of one show, but you know, I'm trying to not just scroll, so. Having like a show where I'm like, I don't have time to watch a movie. I've got like 40 minutes. It's good to have like a 40-minute episode.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like this morning when I was having breakfast before work, I had like 20 minutes free. And I was like, oh, maybe I could have like a show with short episodes.
Yeah.
Just to chuck on every now and then. Especially because it's on Disney Plus here. So I was just like, oh, just a simple streaming show.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I will keep watching this. There's other things we've watched that I have thought were better and would rather keep watching. It's just more like, this is the one I've watched where it's like been the most accessible in a weird way, and like gripped me enough where I'm like, okay, I could see myself enjoying this.
Yeah. Whereas
like Two Broke Girls had like jokes I liked, but didn't really have that hook of, oh, I couldn't imagine watching like these characters often.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's just because of the formatting? Because this is like single camera, I assume.
Maybe, yes. I think that helps. Yeah. So single camera, the fact that it's like got a slightly bigger cast, as well. So it's like, okay, at least now
every scene isn't like a mile a minute.
yeah, it is slower. It does give moments.
Not that this is slow, but like compared to like Two Broke Girls, which we watched like last week.
Yeah, Two Broke Girls. I mean, it's just the way the scenes were constructed, because it's just the different medium of sitcom. It's interesting. We're going through like all the different forms now of how we went through Girls, which was obviously more of a narrative show rather than a sitcom.
Yeah.
And then Two Broke Girls being the multicam live studio one sitcom, and now a single camera one.
It'd be interesting when we go to Gossip Girl, which is more of a drama.
Yeah, but it's like for a split second I forgot we weren't exclusively doing comedies.
Yeah.
There's
like comedy elements in Gossip Girl,
I'm sure.
But again, I'm thinking about like that whole that sort of positive humor, because it feels like it hinges on quite a lot of that. Like, it hinges on like the likability of these characters, like a lot of the time. And like the closest thing I think that I really enjoy is Community. And but then again, some of the least favorite parts of the episodes are when it snaps into that sort of whimsical energy. Yeah. I don't know how else to describe it.
How do you feel about schmaltz? I feel like we talked about it in a past episode, but not for a while. Because like,
I'm not against schmaltz.
Yeah.
It has to be very particular for me.
Because like, even though the end did make me want to stop watching, because I hate I just hate public displays of affection. This isn't even a media specific thing. The whole always an ick. I've never seen in media specifically a scene of public display of affection that I haven't immediately like grimaced at.
Yeah.
Even like small moments like this is a very niche example, but because I know like most people think this film is mid. I'm the only person in the world who loves it, but like Good Grief, the Dan Levy film.
Oh yeah.
There's a moment where like it's about him grieving the loss of his husband, but then afterwards finding out his husband was having an affair anyway. So it's just like he's just miserable, and he's out with a group of people at a restaurant, and like a guy gets proposed to across from him, and the guy just loudly goes to everyone. It's like, he said yes, and it's like, yeah, if I was Dan Levy in that scene, I'd want to kill myself as well. I'd be furious. But like, just in general, the amount of like there's a trope within itself of like this sort of thing, but I think it pushed it to enough of an absurd degree that I kind of forgave it.
Yeah.
And like, kind of forgot what my overall point was with that, but it's like, I liked what I was going for with the characters, that kind of let me look past the scene itself.
How do you feel about it mostly being a male cast?
None of them are gay?
None of them are gay?
None of them? Queer,
well, who knows?
Bit, maybe.
No, it's 2011.
No, not even bisexual.
Gay marriage wasn't legalized.
That's true, it wasn't. Yeah, I think that would weirdly make it feel a little more realistic. Is it weird to say that?
Yeah.
But I like him. I like the idea of this is like a woman writing straight guys.
That's
sense,
true.
You know? And like, you've got the three genres of like the more romantic, soft one.
Yeah.
The like kind of douchey one who has no right to be as cocky as he is. And Coach.
Who has like 2 lines.
Yeah, I like Coach, weirdly.
Why? He doesn't say anything.
That's fair.
I can see acts as more of a foil to
to Schmidt. Yeah. They've got that clear like 3 distinct personalities.
Yeah. I think it's clear that it's setting up that Mike and
Nick, you mean?
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick and Jess are like going to be a thing and later on.
Well, I scrolled
who knows? Maybe
who knows? But also, I did scroll through Disney Plus because I was looking for a specific episode I know about.
Yeah.
Which I'll talk about in a minute. And I did see like season 2. It's like Nick and Jess go on a date. And it's like, okay, fair enough. I don't know if it's an actual long-term thing or just something they try out.
Yeah.
But because I recently did watch a video on YouTube about shows that break the conventions, and there's a season 1 episode show of New Girl where like it's really somber. I think it's like Nick thinks he has cancer or something. Oh, yeah. Which is funny because It's Always Sunny also starts with that. And like, but like rather than it being comedy, it's like really somber of them just trying to like comfort him and shit. And it'd be interesting to at least watch that episode now that I've seen.
I wonder how they could execute something like that.
Yeah, because like it spoke really positively of it. Yeah. So yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Like that's what kind of what I would hope for. If I did keep watching, I would hope to see this show kind of like branch into like more experimental stuff.
Yeah, much like Always Sunny in Community, where they're able to like really push the genre in interesting directions and have that be with like this sort of romantic angle. How do you feel about the whole? We're in a post anti, not like other girls. We're in a feminist utopia these days.
Yeah.
But this is like a prime example of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because like there were times where I was just like kind of like to like Jess's personality, and I was kind of catching myself of like, why though?
Yeah.
Like
why, Joe?
Why? And it's interesting, like when we go into the background of it, the term that they used for Jess was like adorkable, but then they said they kind of morphed that over time because of criticism that they faced.
Yeah,
it makes me wonder if
she's like patient one of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Yeah, she's Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah, Zooey Deschanel. Fucking
summer, isn't it?
Yeah, 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, she's like the Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could completely understand like why someone maybe looking back on this would be a bit like.
Have you seen 500 Days of Summer?
I have not. I haven't rewatched it, but I have.
What's your favorite director? Mark Webb.
Is it Mark Webb?
Yeah, it's Mark Webb.
Oh, I remember liking it.
Spider-Man 2.
I love Spider-Man 2. No, I remember liking 500 Days of Summer. I watched it like as a teenager, so.
And it forever altered your perception of women and relationships.
It's just like, damn. No, there's genuinely, it's like, oh, I get it. Her name is Summer. It's not. And I like the ending where like the timer clicks back and shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Also another relic of like late millennial media.
Yeah, timers.
Do you want to go into production?
Yeah, should we talk about it?
Yeah.
So this is a Fox TV show.
It is.
It is. So 20th Century Fox first approached playwright Elizabeth Merriweather in 2008 to develop a pilot, but that was eventually shelved. I'm not familiar with Elizabeth Merriweather's plays. I've looked into them. She seems just fairly successful as a playwright.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting. Go from stage to screen, I guess.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're writing scripts, it's sort of like, it seems like it'd be a pretty good transition, especially for like sitcoms where it relies so much on the...
Basically, like a sitcom could be like a play in a weird way.
More or less.
Yeah, exactly. So, but she then made a film in 2011 called No Strings Attached, and after the success of that, they approached her again, which I've not seen.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it as well, but I'd never seen it. She pitched a sitcom about an offbeat girl moving in with 3 single guys, inspired by her experience of bouncing from Craigslist sublet to Craigslist sublet for 4 years in Los Angeles in her 20s.
There you go.
Yeah, which is exactly the plot of the show.
That's a very millennial thing. Gen Z can't do that these days.
No.
Can't afford it.
Can't afford to do. It's like,
but also, we just want to shout out, nice change of pace to be in LA instead of
not New York anymore. Yeah, that's why it's a different kind of diverse. I don't know.
I guess.
It's got 2 white guys, 1 black guy. None of them gay.
And none of them gay. There's no gay people famously in LA.
No. The show was originally called Chicks and Dicks, with more of a focus on dating and sexual endeavours. I'm glad we didn't have to watch Chicks and Dicks.
Yeah, well, I would have loved watching Chicks and Dicks.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
No, I would have watched Chicks with Dicks.
That'd be a better show.
Yeah.
As the script developed more, the name changed and more of a focus was put on social interactions rather than just dating. Okay. It's interesting because based on this first episode, it's like Schmidt is obviously very much like trying to get with women.
Yeah.
Nick has obviously been through a breakup and so is Jess.
Yeah.
You'd think that's the way the show is going.
Yeah.
But so it's interesting that they kind of...
I guess they're trying to subvert it.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. The show wanted to be a blend of comedy and drama for people in their 30s, because that was considered the age with the biggest step to maturity in terms of relationships and careers.
Yeah.
Producer Jake Kasdan, who directed Freaks and Geeks and the new Jumanji films.
Yeah, he also did Red One.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Great success then as a director.
I got a ton of links to other sitcoms we know. So,
yeah? Oh, cool.
Well, I got like 2, so...
That's still lots. More than me. He said that, in terms of the characters, their lives are moving forward, but they're still trying to hang on to some kind of crazed youth. But they never wanted them to seem pathetic. They never wanted you to look down on the characters.
Fair. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Schmidt could be grating.
He can be grating, but I wouldn't necessarily say I look down on him. I'm sure he goes through character development.
Yeah.
There's no way he stays like that.
No.
You know. In terms of the casting, so Zooey Deschanel was developing a HBO show at the time, and she was connected with the script, and she liked it so much she became a producer and helped them develop her character.
I wonder what she was producing. Did you write it down?
I didn't write it down. I'm not sure if that moved on without her. Or not. Yeah. Jack Johnson, who was in No Strings Attached, was offered the role of Nick. He auditioned alongside Max Greenfield, who became Schmidt. And there was a funny anecdote they said about how they were concerned that they looked too much alike to get cast alongside each other. Which, I mean,
arbitrary insertion into this podcast.
No, it's just like, I don't think they look too alike. They are both white.
I guess they got kind of round faces and big eyes.
One of them's way taller than the other, I think. Well, this just gives tall vibes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Coach changed a lot during development. Do you know about this?
No.
So originally, he was a fat Jewish man-child.
Okay, cool.
And then they changed him to a dumb, raging jock. I think I'd rather the jock.
Yeah.
I don't love the inclusion of Jewish. It makes me wonder what they would have done.
What's wrong with that?
Also fat, specifically, as well. But, like...
Hey, you're all for fat, right?
Yeah, I am, but fat man-child is
I
just,
guess
like,
so.
you know... And Jewish...
How about a fat jock? A fat Jewish jock?
I'd love a fat jock character of just sort of like, kind of like the antithesis to Mac in It's Always Sunny, where it's like, yeah, it's like he talks the talk, but he's also like fairly physically fit.
Yeah.
Whereas like I'd love the idea of like someone who thinks that they could do a backflip.
Think of the backlash.
Yeah.
It's like, how could he be fit but also fat? That'd be fucked up.
People don't understand that. It's like I remember people talking about like the amount of fucking articles that were like, Lizzo is promoting an unhealthy lifestyle, meanwhile she's like running around a stage in heels blasting on her flute or whatever for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So we've already mentioned that there was a mix of improvisation and script. The stories were written collaboratively, specifically aimed at the viewers of any gender. Season 1, they really wanted to promote character rather than story arcs.
Yeah.
So I imagine there's no overarching story. It's more just like
individual episode.
Yeah. Which is quite normal for a sitcom, to be fair.
Yeah.
They wanted dynamics to feel emotionally real, with humor coming from the characters breaking social rules.
Okay.
Which,
right.
Yeah,
you mean being a quick chungus?
Yeah. The main set was built for the pilot to represent a factory-turned-loft in downtown LA. It was reused once the show was given a full season, so the pilot was produced before the show was fully greenlit.
Okay. It's one of those.
Yeah. The apartment building exterior is the Binford building in LA or something, I don't know.
Is that a famous building?
I have no idea.
You should look this up.
I looked it up, and it's just like, this is a building in LA. Interior shots were then on a set. It was a single camera show with no audience or laugh track. Some scenes were cross-covered to allow for better improv, but handheld was generally avoided.
Okay, so it's like mainly a single camera show, but then occasionally they would have 2 for performance reasons.
Yeah, or like they'd shoot one scene aiming on one person, shoot another scene focusing on another person.
Yeah, that's single camera.
Yeah, but like I mean the same scene, they do it like multiple times.
Yeah, that's single camera.
Yeah, single camera. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So the actors first performed what was written, and then did alternative takes and improv. Estimates about 20% of each episode is probably improv lines.
Yeah.
In terms of broadcast, I thought this was interesting. So the pilot was available on iTunes and TiVo on September 6th, 2011.
Don't you love 2010?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's 2011, but that era.
Of just like, we've put it online first. It's interesting because remember last week I said we were going backwards in time, but I thought I'd fucked up because I said this aired.
It turns out you were correct.
Turns out I was correct. The official premiere was on Fox September 20th, 2011, which is a day after Two Broke Girls, but it technically premiered on September 6th online on iTunes.
There we go.
Yeah. The pilot,
ahead of the game.
It was, yeah. I remember Walking Dead also released online.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I know everything does it now. It's lame.
Yeah. Then again, Walking Dead might have leaked, and maybe then they released it. I can't remember exactly. This is a bit I found interesting. The pilot directly followed the Glee episode Purple Piano Project, which is season 3's episode 1 of Glee.
So like a big episode.
Yeah, it's like Glee was in its height. Like it was peak Glee, and they'd just lost nationals. The end of the season.
I'm sorry
before.
I ask. Keep going.
I'm done. I was just going to say they just lost nationals the season before, so you think a lot of people were coming in, and obviously would have had a lot of advertising and stuff. The pilot of New Girl got more views than that episode of Glee.
Yeah.
So Glee got 8.9 million, and New Girl got 10.1 million.
Damn, that's crazy.
So people fully skipped Glee and only tuned in for New Girl, which I do respect.
The power of Zooey Deschanel during that era was just like, it's quite extraordinary.
No, fair
she had
play
a
to
massive
following. Yeah. The total viewers for this episode was 10.28 million when you add together the online viewership, as far as I can tell. New Girl, Jake Kasdan specifically was nominated for a Primetime Emmy for outstanding directing of a comedy series for the pilot specifically.
Okay.
New Girl ran for 7 seasons, 146 episodes, ending May 15th, 2018. Just to confirm for the episode. So the pilot was directed by Jake Kasdan and written by Elizabeth Merriweather.
Yeah. But another connection is Ludwig was orchestrator of Sinners and Community.
Shit. Yeah, really?
Yeah, he did the soundtrack. Yeah, didn't you recognize those fucking twinkling?
Weirdly, watching it today, I genuinely was like, oh, the soundtrack of this is kind of nice. It's like, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have... Oh, God, I feel like such a negative Nancy in this fucking episode. But I think he's very talented. I'm a bit mixed on some of his scores.
That's
especially
fair.
Community. I think it can undercut
I agree.
some of the emotional stuff a bit hard.
With Community. So we've both watched it multiple times, and I can think of times on rewatching Community where I've just okay, you need to chill the fuck out.
Put the xylophone away, Ludwig.
Let me have a look.
But I really like Childish Gambino's music, and he does a lot of production on that.
Yeah, I love Childish Gambino. Ludwig Göransson.
Yeah.
At least we tried.
Yes. But yeah, he's also in it. So there you go. A lot of I'm guessing it's just like LA at the time just like used the same bunch of people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We have a couple of cast members from Always Sunny and Community.
We do. That was exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. Mary Elizabeth Ellis.
Yeah. As a waitress from Community.
Yes.
As Nick's ex.
Yeah, no, that was lovely. Love seeing her in things. Yeah. She was also in Licorice Pizza, which was lovely.
She was. Yeah. I was surprised because the first time I watched it, I didn't notice in the flashback when Nick's covering his ears and she's like shouting at him, I didn't realize it was her.
Really?
So when she appeared later in the episode, I was like, oh shit. But I noticed Turtle Guy straight away. Todd.
Yeah.
I love
that. That's not his name. I know. IRL is something else. His IMDb doesn't have a photo. Really? So who knows what he looks like these days.
Okay, interesting. But I think he's very funny. I love him in Community.
Yeah, he's great. Especially what they do with him later on.
Yeah. But so some recognizable faces in this as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Anyway, thank you for listening. Now let's get into the meat of the bones of the episodes.
Okay,
then.
Let's talk about the actual plot of the episode.
We have a theme. We don't often get theme song in this.
Oh, right. I thought you meant just like friendship or something.
What's the theme of this episode?
Yeah, we do. It's like, it's not, the audio is not pulled directly from this episode. She sings the theme within itself.
Yeah, but it's interesting because we see the theme. Well, we kind of she sings a little bit, then the theme plays, which isn't what she sang, and then later she composes the theme for herself.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have had it where she composed the theme.
Okay, here's a prime example of what the kind of humor, this thing that kind of irks me, is where she sings the theme song, and I think that's quite funny.
Yeah.
It's when they go like, "Did you just sing your own theme song?"
You don't like it being acknowledged.
I fucking hate it when things get acknowledged like that. It's just like, no, we get it. Just let it sit, please.
Yeah. It's mixed. I don't hate when characters acknowledge things, but I think when it feels like kind of natural, I hope that but I do agree the times where it's just like the guy's reacting to her, and that's just how they need that.
Seems so. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, so Jess just breaks up with her boyfriend.
Yeah, because he cheated on her.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
Yeah, well, actually, we got a flash.
Well, it opens with her saying that her talking to the camera, but we learn then is talking to the boys, saying like her life is like that bit in a horror movie where the girl who's in her underwear goes down into the dark cellar, and you're thinking, no, don't go down there, but then by the time you think that, she's already been murdered.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I've done that.
Okay.
I've been murdered.
You've been murdered.
I went out into the dark in my underwear to look for a killer. I don't know, when you're ever in that situation, there will be a time where
I will literally never do that. I will sit there and wait to be murdered. I am not going out there to die.
No, I'm not going to justify it. In the moment, I knew it was stupid.
Okay.
But I knew it needed to be done.
But then we get to meet the cast. So should we go through the main boys?
Yeah, do you want to talk about the boys?
Yeah, let's talk about the boys.
Let's talk about Coach first then, because he's like the least prevalent of the boys.
Yeah.
His whole thing is like he doesn't know how to talk to women at all. Or just anyone. He seems like really stoic.
Yeah, he seems quite quiet.
Yeah. I like...
So thus I have not much to say about him.
That's fair. The one bit I love with him is when he walks in with a basketball and immediately crushes her plant. That's like the first bit.
Oh, I missed that.
I loved it. Because like they let her sit for a minute as well. She's not just like, I love that plant. It's like, and it's really quick. Like he just it's when he's like goes to her and's like, I don't know how to talk to women.
Oh, okay.
And then it has the flashback to him shouting at the woman on the bike. It's like when he enters that scene, he walks in with a basketball, goes like that, crushes a plant, and then starts speaking. That's the first bit. One of first bit of the episode that made me like proper laugh.
Okay.
Like I've warmed up to the jokes now. That bit really caught me off guard, especially with how fast it was. I'm mixed on him. I think his bit is weird, even though he's quite quiet. His bit is my least favorite, where it's just like. He jumps straight to aggression. Yeah. Yeah, just because, weirdly, I find that to be the least realistic of the three characters. Really? And I don't really care about realism specifically, but it's more just like, I don't know, it's hard to make that a likable trait.
Well, like aggression. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that.
Like, the bits I like with him is more of his stoicism.
I think it could be funny and likable if it's like, not aimed at people, but rather at like everything else around them.
Yeah.
I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but there definitely are characters where they're really aggressive, but it's always outwards and rather than like
exactly
aimed at someone, and I think that could work.
That's fair. Maybe I'm sure it'll change over time. But like the bits I did like of him is more just when he, for example, when Schmidt was like arguing with Todd from Community, and he's like, hold me back, and he's just sat there, he's like, no. Or like when the turtle guy tries to speak to him, and he just like, don't talk to me. Like,
turtle guy? Do you mean
I mean Todd as well. Todd again,
Ben?
from Community. Is his name Ben?
Yeah, because he calls him like
Benjamin Franklin or something.
No, he calls it like a chemical thing. Cut this out. I don't remember.
That's fine. Yeah, that's the bit of his character I do like. Okay. I don't love the shouting.
Okay,
just to calm down.
Schmidt.
It pushes the douchebaggery so far that I do think it's kind of funny.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think it goes a bit far.
Yeah?
Just immediately with the shit off.
Yeah. I think the fact... It's a double-edged sword. I don't know whether the fact that they did it twice makes it better or worse.
Yeah.
Because it's like... At least it really hammers home of like, oh, he's just an idiot.
Yeah. I think the stuff later on when they're in the when he's trying to like get along with Ben so he can get like, I think that was like quite funny. Yeah. He does have the most jokes which I genuinely think land.
Yeah. That's good then. Yeah. Like I said, the only clip I've seen from the show is a joke by him that I think is really funny.
Yeah.
So I think his actor does have like good timing and things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know how I feel. I like the douchebag jar. It's hard because it's like it's criticizing a character for something that they're specifically pointing him to be.
Yeah.
It's like weird to be like, oh, but he's such a dick. He's a bit like he's a douche, and it's like, yeah, that's his character.
You could definitely criticize him for like depicting this thing, and it could still just not work.
Well, in that case, let's like say about criticizing, and like with Schmidt specifically, how do you feel about just like the portrayal of women in terms of like sexually in this episode? Because there are like multiple times where he does like sexualize women.
Yeah, no, he does like quite often.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Only because it's obviously clear that he's pathetic. However, there is still definitely some. Yeah. I guess like later stuff with some male gazy stuff with like the camera.
Yeah,
and that
it's interesting you say
which
that,
is always strange because it's like obviously it's like written by a woman.
Yeah, and it is like, directed by a man, but it is written by a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting you say that though, because one of the bits I was like, I don't know if it's meant to be a joke, but it's when like Nick and Coach leave to go help Jess, and he's looking back at the Cowboys and Indians party, and it's the woman down jumping and like her breast boobily up and down. And it's weird because I was like, is this meant to be funny? Because this was ridiculously shot. It's like, is the joke meant to be?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, is this just he's missing out on like these beautiful women, or is it just this is insanely objectifying of this random character we don't know?
Yeah,
like, this is a random
and also the
girl.
joke later on where he's just like, oh, I'd have sex with you. It's just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Maybe they could
not
have
on the good
back.
book straight away.
Maybe they could have reined it back a little.
I really
bit.
hope later on they're able to do some interesting stuff with this.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I really like the. I think I wish they kind of went more into his cockiness rather than his sexualization a bit more. Like I really like the bit in the beginning when he gets offended that Jess thought that they were women based on the way he wrote a Craigslist ad.
Yeah,
and like when he takes off his shirt, it's not to seduce her; it's to show off his abs and muscles that like. He clearly doesn't have, like he's a fit guy, but like I love the bit where Coach is like rubbing his belly as well. It's like, oh, I helped him with this.
You love the bro humor.
Yeah,
I do. Guys being dudes.
I do like guys being dudes. That is.
Then why isn't it new guy instead of new girl?
New guy.
I just want to see Zooey Deschanel and her friend hang out. Is that so much to ask for?
Yeah. To be fair, on the bright side, in the clip I saw from Series 7, the character, one of the people. Schmidt is looking for is Cece.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me think that her friend, the model, is a main character, which is nice. It's not literally one girl and four guys, or three guys. Sounds like she'll be in it quite a bit as well.
That's not a true complaint.
No, it's fair. I just want to see Zooey Deschanel go out. You know, I'd like to see these guys hang out as well, but like, you know, it's different.
Yeah, I guess so. Nick. His name is Mike. Nick. Mike. What do you think of Nick? What do you think of Sweet White Boy?
Sweet White Boy. He's my favourite because he's a sweet white boy.
He's a sweet white boy.
No, like if he has the jokes I thought his jokes were quite funny in his dialogue.
Yeah.
And like his characterization. And like it's easy to say that it's just like, oh, he's the nicest one.
He's the nice one.
There were ones on a rewatch I caught, like when he's maybe it's because I've just we'll find out when we do the quiz, but I do find him the most relatable of just like how wishy-washy he is and sort of stuck in the middle. Mm-hmm. Like when in the beginning when they're voting on whether Jess stays or not, like he refuses to make a decision. But like it's during that bit I like picked up some dialogue that I didn't the first time.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, you know, weighing up the pros and cons of having a female roommate.
Yeah.
And he's just like, the line specifically is something like, it's like, pros, they smell nice. Cons, they ruin your life. They'll break you. They will break down your will to live.
Women, all right.
Yeah, but then he says it so quick and then immediately says, pros, good at folding. And like, I didn't even notice it the first time. And it's like, he seems like he has a lot more of he's the most subtle in terms of the comedy with him.
Yeah.
Because he's not a caricature. Like, he is, but like, he's not a loud caricature.
Not obvious to you.
Yeah.
Where like because we got Jock, we got douche, we got nice guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't become that kind of nice guy.
No. Why didn't you like me, Zoe? Yeah. But we did see a bit of childishness from him in the flashback. Yeah, that's true.
They're trying
to come across that like, he's the most emotionally vulnerable.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But I also like him when he starts like putting up his hood. And, like,
yeah, when it's like the three of them, I genuinely think is actually quite sweet when it's just like arguing or something.
Yeah. But yeah, that's I also like it. I do like it at the end where even though I don't love the public display of affection, I do like at the end when he's the one who starts singing and it's so ridiculously off key.
No, that's horrible. You're conjuring it back up in my head. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I don't blame you. It is really cringe, and I don't necessarily like the scene. But even on a rewatch, I was like, oh, it's coming up. And I was like, I forgot how fucking awful he is. And I'm saying this, I can't sing, but it's like the actor is obviously choosing to like go to a
he's
ridiculous
so talented,
register.
he's choosing to sing badly.
Yeah.
It's like cleverly acting badly, you know?
Well, it's like in that scene, I also like it when Schmidt's like, doesn't want to join in, and then out of nowhere goes like, just remember. Really low. I think I'd prefer them doing the whole singing thing if it didn't show the shots of everyone.
I know.
Watching.
If it was just like close up the entire time.
Maybe I could have like accepted
but when it cut to the wide, then everyone was like, not even all of them are paying attention to them, they're just ignoring them. It just makes it more pathetic.
Exactly. But I did think it was like the bit that's like the emotional bit of the episode with like Nick going like leaving his ex to go help Jess, and I do think it was really cute when the waitress, not the character from It's Always Sunny, but the actual waitress in this episode, is like, what, you're on a date with her? And he just goes, yeah, we're her boyfriends. I thought that was very cute.
Yeah, now you're pro polyamory.
Yeah. On the IMDb trivia of this, they were like, they say they reverse Mormons, but Mormons don't actually practice polyamory. It's like, okay, yeah, fair enough. There's a good fact.
We've got the last one. So we got Jess.
Jess. Yeah, there are times where like the adorableness it does go a bit too far, but I think it's more just, and I'm saying this, I love Zooey Deschanel. It doesn't always feel natural to her. It feels like there was a improv scene that they just spliced into kind of a normal scene. Yeah. And I think there are plenty of shows I like that sort of do this sort of element. There's a ton of it in Community. Yeah. But I think it works in there because it feels so connected. Yeah. Like a lot of the jokes that are improvised are surprisingly like brought back later on. So it feels more like circular and a lot more satisfying. Where this one, it's just like a quip. Yeah. Or like her dancing or something. Yeah. Like I like the idea of she dances and sings to herself and
I like
things
like
that.
I think the singing's cute.
It's more just when she does it, it feels like the scene stops. Maybe if we saw her do it like in a more natural setting as well, because like we're meant to think like, oh, she's adorable, she's cute. I don't think we're meant to think like she's dumb.
No.
And yet it's like she will like, you know, she has the bit where she's like walking around and her skirt is in her pants. Yeah. And like she's singing in the bar and things like that. It just pushes it a little bit too far. But based on the fact that they say like they reined it in a bit because of criticism, it makes me think that they find a good middle ground.
That's good.
Yeah. Because like there are just moments I like though with her in general. Fucking love the reveal when she's like they go into the shower and she's showering and then she opens the thing and she's wearing a bathing suit.
Oh yeah, that never actually clicked for me. That's really funny.
Yeah. The first time I just kind of took it face value, and then the second time it was like, oh no, this is specifically meant to be a reveal of like, hey guys, I'm showering in here. So it's not like she was expecting them to come in.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's the kind of comedy I like in these sorts of shows.
I hate that reveal where it's just like, oh, she could be pretty sometimes. And like it's not said. No, it is literally said within the text. They go like, "Wow."
Yeah, no,
and then she like quirks up a bit. Yeah. She busts it down quirky style.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I completely agree with you.
I'd rather just like walk out and like it's not made a big deal about her.
Yeah,
because it kind of feels like, oh, wasn't she like? It feels like within the text that you're supposed to feel like, oh, if she puts in effort,
I get what you mean.
She could look pretty, even though she literally looks gorgeous throughout.
Yeah, she's
got those big
cute.
Fucking green eyes.
She's got beautiful eyes, beautiful hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. And if they do go down a romance route with her and other characters in this, I hope that the whole point isn't just like, oh, now that you're less quirky, you're really lovable.
I'm sure they don't.
I'm sure it doesn't, but I would be afraid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. if anything, that could be an episode in itself of just like
her
diminished, like being diminished,
yeah,
and realizing like, oh no, that's what makes her fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's another joke I fucking love when she's doing her dance in the opening scene, like her nude dance, and she knocks the plant over and all the soil comes out. That's what I like with her. I think I like her physicality in the scenes as well.
I'll give it to her. She commits.
Yes, yeah, she really does. How did you feel about the cutaway jokes?
They felt cut out of place.
It was really weird. I never knew or expected this show to have cutaways. And they introduced them fairly quickly. Yeah. But, like, the amount of them as well.
Yeah.
Like, each character gets a cutaway gag at some point.
That's true. They were just kind of big at the time.
Yeah.
I suppose.
It makes me wonder, like, if that's something that remains or gets, like, aged out within the show.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously we're meeting these characters for the first time, so it kind of makes sense to be like, oh, let's show, like, a bit of them outside of this.
Because, like, it's a good way to sort of build on that character without having to necessarily build an entire scene around it.
Yeah, because, like, we get Coach... like shouting at a woman palette, and we get Nick being childish with his ex, and we get Schmidt. Schmidt's is my favourite, where he's wearing a pink shirt and tie at work.
And he just gets broad. I did like that joke.
I love that it's literally like 20 women. It's so funny, and especially because we do not get a description of what any of them do for work, other than Coach.
No, I did find that quite funny.
Yes, makes you wonder. It's like, is this even true? Like,
yeah.
But I was surprised by them. It's. Like, I think the jokes are funny, but that's an aspect I could find getting grading overall.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I just don't really watch many shows that do cutaway gags.
Yeah, I know a lot of people could find them, like, irritating just because they are so, they feel like such a non sequitur.
Yeah. It always feels like, because the fact you literally cut away, it always feels like you could literally cut them. And, like, not lose anything.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not even like a Family Guy where a lot of people criticize it, but like all the jokes are like built into it.
Yeah.
Like that's how the show functions.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it just feels like,
okay. Yeah,
I guess they kind of do it. They do it in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well.
I don't really remember.
But it's less like flash. They are cutaways.
Yeah.
But they flow a bit better, I feel.
Okay. So I don't really remember that with Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Well, it kind of goes to show then.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it felt more natural.
Yeah.
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 Mixed bag for me, which is kind of sad because like I was actually quite looking forward to this.
Yeah. And in a way, mixed for me as well. But I think I'm coming out of it generally more positive.
Yeah, I think you enjoyed it more than I did.
Yeah. This is the kind of show where I feel like if I continued watching it, I would enjoy it. Whether I will, time will tell.
Yeah, if someone put on like a good episode, like one of the highlight episodes, I would never be like, nah, turn that shit
I think I'll definitely watch up to, I think episode 15.
Surprised it's won an Emmy.
Yeah,
that surprises me.
That's fair. I'm sure it's won more. I only looked at the ones for the pilot. But I'll definitely watch, I think I'll watch up to episode 15, which is the one with the cancer scare.
Okay.
Because I'm really curious about how the show would have built its like formula by that point.
Okay.
And then subverted it within the first season. Whether I'll watch all 7 seasons, probably not, unless I watch them over a long period of time.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's easy. It's how many times have I said like, oh, watch this?
I'm gonna cut out that as a stock phrase that we can just staple at the end.
Oh, watch this.
I'll watch this. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
When we do, we've done this for over half a year now. When we get to our 1 year anniversary, we should see how many of the shows we've continued watching, which would be probably a flat 0.
We can't. We've got too many pilots to watch.
Yeah.
What do the people think? What do the fans
think?
Oh yeah,
what do the fans think? Does have a lot of fans. Does have a big community.
I can understand that. It seems like.
Yeah.
It seems like the kindish.
I would love to know about the gender split on these. I should have asked everyone to give their pronouns.
I know it was very big with women.
Yeah,
so.
You'd like to think that, to be fair. It has, on Reddit, our post has 12,000 views. So I expect 12,000 listens to this episode.
I hope not, because they're going to hear it and they're going to hear me bitching and they're going to be like, they don't fucking know. Understandable.
What's funny is, do you remember this? So the pilot says, it has my favourite Schmidt moment. Thumb ring, bitch. You've got some Schmidt on your face. I don't remember him saying that. I think they mixed up. I did like it when fucking Todd from Community called him Schmidt-Stain.
Yeah.
That was
no, what's he called him? Bentamine or some shit.
I do remember now that he says something Benjamin like.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think it's from the actual. Oh, it's from episode 2.
Oh,
that's why.
Easy mistake.
Yeah, easy mistake. There we go. Behold my titties. We fact checked you. That was their name.
You should say that back to them.
Behold my yeah. Oh shit. I think so. Someone else saying I have a stomach is their name. I think it holds up as a very funny episode, though definitely not as good as most season 2 to 3 episodes. My favourite major character, Winston, doesn't get introduced until season 1, episode 2, and doesn't really have much of personality until season 3. So that's a weakness of the pilot, in my opinion. That happens a lot with there's always a big character that's not introduced until a couple episodes in, because they weren't there for the pilot.
Yeah.
So I don't know that character, so that'll be interesting. Scary Set said, I thought it was good. It's not one of the series where you need a few episodes to get into, which I like. It introduces the atmosphere, the atmosphere and feel to it, and the characters quite well. But yeah, I will. Many say I miss Winston. All of these characters, besides Jess, just get exponentially better, funnier, and more interesting. While a lot of Jess is just the same as the pilot. That's interesting. So she does remain very similar.
Okay,
that's good. I like the idea of, in my head, one day this will never happen because unless we somehow cultivate a consistent audience that watches all of the episodes we do, regardless of the show. But I like the idea of one day the Reddit starts lying. Like Winston's not a character. Everyone just agreed to lie.
That'd be so good.
Yeah, that'd be very funny. I rate the pilot I like the pilot more and more when I watch it. Probably not in my top 50 episodes because the show is that good. Fair.
Top 50, there's 140 episodes. I mean, the top third.
Top third of the show. I think it's one of the best pilot episodes I've seen from a sitcom. There aren't many shows you can watch straight from season 1, episode 1. Interesting. For example, The Office, Parks and Rec, Always Sunny. I think that's what makes it special. We get so many storylines from that one episode 2, from Jess healing with a breakup over the course of the season, Jess and Nick's romance, Schmidt and Cece. They knew what kind of show they were going into, and it only got better from there. That's interesting. I guess they're just saying that it's they knew out the gate what they were doing, whereas a lot of other shows went through a lot more changes.
Just think they picked The Office of it, because that's like one of the few examples where I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, skip like the first season."
I think that's why they said it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
They're saying like not many shows you could just pick up season 1, episode 1. That's why I said like The Office, Always Sunny as well, where it's like, okay, Frank's not there until season 2, so it's not the same show really.
Okay. It seems like a lot of people are just like, oh, skip to episode 2, it's got Winston. Whoever this man is.
So everyone likes Winston.
Character
I'll have to watch episode 2 now to find out one. That being said, in our art, there is a second black man. I assume that is Winston. I might be wrong. But he is the only character there we've not met.
Awesome.
And I'm only now noticing that he was there. We do not do the graphics. Garen does our graphics. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what the Reddit thinks.
That's awesome.
Now we need to find out what character you are.
Awesome.
The fun thing with this quiz is I'm only now noticing that Winston is an option.
Is it?
So we might end up being Winston.
Did you send it to me?
I sent it to you. Do you want me to send it to you again?
Yeah, send it to me.
Because I did send it to you when we were going to do this the first time.
Yeah, then you got the plague.
Yeah. 2 plagues.
What is your favourite food?
Well,
Oh, no, wait, I did start doing this, but I must have got distracted because I was at work.
That's okay, I like doing it on
I picked Chinese food.
Oh, this is hard. Donuts, cupcakes, salad.
Oh, wait, I think I stopped because I wanted your opinion on this.
This is hard.
Yeah.
Soup with a good bread is incredible, but there's no bread in the picture.
There's only a spoon.
So I'm going to go cupcakes.
All right. Wait, what do you think my best characteristic is?
Quirky.
You think I'm quirky?
No, funny.
You think I'm funny?
Either that or charming. Probably funny. What do you think mine is?
I think you're sweet.
Oh, thank you. It's like my name.
What is your worst characteristic?
What do you think my worst characteristic is?
Manipulative isn't on here, so I guess I'll pick indecisive.
Indecisive.
Indecisive. What do you think me? Go on.
Uptight.
You think I'm uptight?
Little. No, only out of these 5.
All right.
I don't think you're emotional.
What is your biggest fear? Shut up.
Okay. Biggest fear? Planes aren't on here. Failure. Failure, I guess. The dark is scary. And so is love.
I'm fucking terrified of the dark, man.
Oh, fair. Probably failure.
What is your favorite color?
Oh, these are nice colors.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, I love that shade of green.
I'm going yellow.
That's fair. That's a good. Choose the quote you relate to. I'll read these off. So, I assume these are quotes from Nuka.
If I were off my rocker, would I take a weekly selfie with my cat?
Can we just take a minute to celebrate me?
I am not a successful adult. I don't eat vegetables or take care of myself.
I just want to listen to Taylor Swift alone.
Please don't make me laugh at you.
Oh, we know that one. That's in the first episode.
Okay. I'm going to say I am not a successful adult.
I'm also going to say I'm not a successful adult.
Okay.
I got Nick.
I also got Nick.
Hey, this is 2 for 2 now. We've done these and got the same character. You're the creative and chaotic Nick Miller. An ad popped up.
Mine did it at the exact same time.
Hey.
Thanks, BuzzFeed.
Thank you. You're always saying something wild but hilarious. When you're uncomfortable in a situation, you moonwalk out of the room. I want to see him do that. I want to see what... fans, please comment.
I think this is the divide. Yeah. I think you're more comfortable with millennial humor.
I am slightly more millennial. I'm a month older than
We're a different generation.
Yeah. No, I do consume a lot more millennial humor. Mainly Smosh.
Yeah,
mainly.
Exactly.
Yeah. You may be a little anxious and uncomfortable with feelings, but you love your friends with all your heart. I think you're right. I think the big difference between us with this is I can handle millennials more than you.
We're both not right on that line.
Yeah, we're literally...
And our tastes are almost...
Yeah, we're a Venn diagram, but the tiniest sliver different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's that 1 month difference. It affects you.
It really is. We're born in different lunar cycles.
Do you think it's because you had an older brother as well?
Maybe. I mean, we're all on the verge. I don't necessarily think the Zillennial exists. I don't think there's a perfect middle ground. I truly think it's just I don't think there is a middle ground. I think that people can be sort of in between.
Cool. Any final thoughts?
Which of the boys would you like to date the most?
Winston.
I think that's a good
answer.
answer.
The mystery man element of it all.
I completely agree.
I guess Nick, but
I
also...
Nick. I mean, would you... He's emotional. But would you want to date Schmidt or Coach?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, if we up the gender up, we'd both just choose Jess.
Yeah.
So we have to pick one of the boys. Fuck, marry, kill. There's 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Based on this one episode.
Yeah, I think kill Schmidt.
Yeah.
Marry Nick.
Yeah.
Fuck Coach.
No, I did the exact same thing.
Yeah, we're so alike.
Yeah.
Except for that one line.
The millennial line.
Millennial line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your plans for the rest of the evening?
Rest of the evening?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of watching Last Crusade, so I'll finish that when I get home.
Oh, cool. Indiana Jones?
Yeah. I couldn't think of a joke in time.
That's fair.
What about you?
I'm going to hopefully finish Pluribus.
All of it?
I mean, I'm on episode 6, am I?
Yeah, it's 9 episodes.
Yeah.
8 episodes.
What time is it?
Yeah, you could probably finish it.
If not, I'll get up to the finale.
Okay.
I'll watch the last one tomorrow.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. If you liked this episode, please give us 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice, or give us a like on YouTube. You can find these episodes or our other podcast, All Hail the King, with our friend Garen, where we talk about Stephen King stuff, on Pod One Out Studios on YouTube. If you have any thoughts on episodes, it could be stuff we've already discussed or stuff we're going to discuss, you can email us at firsttimeflyerspodcast@gmail.com, and you can also follow us on TikTok and Instagram at firsttimeflyerspodcast, where you can see what we've got coming up, and you can also see some fun memes.
Fun memes.
I can't force myself to be millennial cringe.
Why
I'm not
not?
saying I'm not.
You like to consume it. Why don't you embody it?
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I think
you're too timid.
I am. I'm too self-conscious.
Yeah.
You need
to take some cues from the whimsical Jess.
Yes, I do. I need to
sing to yourself. I never see you sing.
Yeah, you don't see me sing.
I never see you sing to yourself.
I love singing.
That's high.
Why? What was wrong with that?
Because you don't commit. It's because you don't commit.
I don't commit. I give you the minimum amount.
Exactly.
And you're
the
still
minimum is worse.
at me.
The minimum is worse. I'd rather you go full for it, full on, headphone in the ear, yeah.
Right. For this is To the people who will be there, a threat. To the people who won't be there, an anecdote that doesn't really matter. Fine. On Saturday, when we're out with our entire friend group at a public brunch, I will. I don't think I physically could whip out a song in the middle.
It could be like this episode where they go like, then you start standing up.
I'm not committed. I'm not saying I'm going to do it.
No, finish your sentence.
I was going to say, if you do it with me, I could. But I think that's the point.
This is like a building. This is like an exercise for you.
We'll see how I feel on the day. Yeah. The only time I've busted into song is when I lip synced to Love Story to Meg at a wedding and Rugby Tapple to Table into the groom's mother. Does seem like the kind of thing that would be in an episode of New Girl.
You're kind of like Jess if you think about it.
That's really nice of you. I think you're kind of like Jess.
In what way? I have a fringe.
Fringe, quirky, adorkable.
Adorkable. You think I'm adorkable?
No, I don't actually. I think no, you're not a dork.
I'm dark woke.
Yeah, very dark woke. Pre-work show. I mean, other than like douchebaggery, it's not really like nothing to know like problematic elements. Oh, we didn't talk about the quote from that article. Speaking of problematic.
Go on then.
Let me get the article up. So it's a New Republic article called "Not That Kind of Girl." Liz Merriweather is the anti-Lena Dunham. So he just kind of discusses her writing of New Girl. Fuck, the amount of pop-ups on these sites. It is fucking unusable. Anyway, there was just scrolling through past the advertisements. There is a quote I really like of just Merriweather once dressed up as a slutty Woody Allen for Halloween.
It always ties back to Woody Allen and the Epstein files.
It really does. Schmidt can be read as another Allen type. He is a proud Jew and as well as the self-identified douchebag of the bunch. I don't think you... Oh, God, imagine.
That's worse than anything we could have possibly said.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great. Okay, fantastic way to end this. Be like, it's not problematic. Merriweather ups the ante. I'm only gay with dead men. What's the context?
No, you don't need it.
Okay. I think that's a quote from the show. Yeah, Schmidt's gay for dead guys. That is a character arc I would appreciate.
If he was gay?
If Schmidt just turned out to be gay.
Well, that's like a Mac 2.0 then.
That is. But Mac wouldn't have been out at this time.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Proto-Mac.
Proto-Mac, yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Well.